Hi guys, and welcome to the Awakening Energy. I'm Skeed, and this distance energy healing, Kundalini activation, call it Reiki if you want, healing session. Now before we start, I just want to thank everyone who regularly tunes into the videos to receive these healing sessions, and to everyone who leaves the positive comments about their experiences with these sessions. My aim, obviously, is to grow this channel as big as possible so as many people can receive these sessions. So if you don't mind, please click that like button at the end of the video. Please leave a positive comment about your experience and share these videos, share my videos on social media, in Facebook groups, share it with your friends on WhatsApp or all the messaging apps, and just so we can get it out, share it with your friends, share it with your family, so as many people can receive these sessions as possible. Because, I mean, we're trying to awaken as many people as we can. So with a little bit of your help, we can do this. We can grow the channel. We can get the algorithm pushing these videos as well, which will be absolutely amazing. Okay. Thanks for that. I hope you do share these videos. I hope you do click the like button and leave your comments about the experience. Okay, let's go. Let's just connect to the energy. Let's take a few deep breaths in and out, however you want. Bring yourself into alignment and just connect to the energy. Call it quantum healing, call it pranapat, call it shaktipat. We could say darshan, we could say it's a satsang. There are so many words we can use to just receive the energy. There's so many cultures. All the cultures around the world have healing energy. There are so many things that go on outside of our awareness that we don't see, we don't hear. And if you think about it, the waves going through the air, the channels, the GPS signals, the 4G signals, the 5G signals, the Wi-Fi signals, none of these we see. But they are around. And so if we as humans can create these signals, we have to think, what other signals, what other energies are there out there? Going from, again, human things, telepathy, transferring thoughts, transferring images, just because the majority of what we think is in our brain, those waves don't come outside of our skulls. Of course they do. And what other energies or entities live beyond the scope of our eyes, what they can pick up, of what our ears can pick up? We can pick up far more just through feeling the energies and subtle changes. And if we talk about simple things, it's like we've all walked into a room or an area and got like chills down our spine because energetically there's something going on there. So many people, can talk to or have spoken to relatives and friends that have passed away, but You still get messages from them. People experiences of future events. We can't deny they happen. There are so much evidence, there's so many examples of this stuff going on, and yet we don't talk about it enough. It's sort of socially taboo. It's still left-hand path, obscure. Why? Why don't we talk about these things and make them completely sociable, acceptable, and normal things, typical right-hand path stuff? Just like energy healing, and we call it pranic healing. We call it medical qigong. We call it shamanistic healing, ritual healing. How many examples are there? Even in Western culture, of spontaneous healings that doctors can't explain. There's so much energy out there. We just have to bring it into our awareness and feel. So now, during this session, just try and extend your awareness. Close your eyes and just feel the energy around you. Maybe in the room you're in, or perhaps you're watching this in a train or in a car. But just feel the energy around you and connect more. Expand that radius, 10 meters, 20 meters, 50 meters around you. Connect to the ether. Connect to the energy, the magnetic energy, the electromagnetical energy of the earth. We know it's there. It's like a giant magnet type of thing. But it is basically a magnet. We've got the North Pole and the South Pole. We connect into that. We've got these forces that we sort of aren't aware of, what they call gravity. To become aware of them. The energy currents, just hot and cold air energy currents, drafts. Bring them all into your awareness. Can you detect anything around you? Detach your mind, forget your processing. Can you feel, not inside you, not in your head, but can you feel any other energies? The best word is energies or entities around you. Some places there might not be any. For others, they might be full. The buzzing, these subtle communications around you. You might not be able to hear them or understand them. But can you at least feel them? When it starts to happen, it's a strange thing. Because we don't talk about them, we don't educate ourselves about them. Phases of the moon affect us, phases of the sun. Planetary alignments. It's all movements. If we're in a city or we're in the middle of the country where no one's around, it feels different. If you reach out, let's say you're in a busy city, you might be able to detect telepathy, the amount of just people around you. Or if you're in the country, you might be able to detect animals and plants around you. We have more senses than they teach in schools and society. Just take the time to accept they're there. How do you feel now? No bias, no judgment. What can you feel? What can you detect? It might be a little disconcerting at first. But that's okay. It's like when you go to play a new sport for the first time or learn to drive. It's a little bit disconcerting. It's just something you're not used to doing. It's fine. But when we put our attention there more and more, it becomes more normal. We become more used to it. Before you know it, you'll have these things that people call psychic abilities. As if by magic. If you follow your intuitions, you'll get more. Why? Why? Does it really matter? It just happens. It's not about belief. It's not about faith. It's about detecting and keeping our awareness there. If you think it's a trick of the mind, because that's your programming telling you it's a trick of the mind, play a game. Get a group of people together. Sit in the same room. See what things you detect. You can each write them down individually. And then if everyone's accounts are completely different, but nothing in common, not one thing, okay, then you can say, at the moment, it's in your mind, but you keep doing it and you keep practicing, and you'll find you start to have things on your list, if you don't from the word go, in common. And that will give you proof. If it's a shared event, that it's not in your mind. You say, oh, well, it's my mind, then it's telepathy. Okay. Well, at least you prove telepathy on some level is there, or at least a communication between the group is real. And so you can follow that further and test it and prove it. So you can go about these things very scientifically. Scientifically is prove and reprove and test and retest and retest and retest and reprove. That's what science is. And the more results that get the same outcome time and time again gives us evidence, which becomes proof that we can test further. You don't have to sit there saying, oh, it's all in my mind. Your experiences can be experienced slightly differently. So some people might experience hot, and other people might experience cold. That's fine, that's perception. But you've both experienced a temperature change. One person might start to laugh, whilst another cries. But you've experienced an emotional change. It's just like if two people who don't do exercise go out for a run the next day, one might have a very sore back, whilst the other one has very sore legs. That's fine. But because you've done exercise, you're both sore in some part of your body. Another one might just be generally tired. A physical effect from doing something. You just have to look at big picture reasons. So chunk the reasons together and find the commonalities between them. And as more people do this, if you share this video with other people, and you can get together with those other people saying, hey, got this video, watch this, should we try this? Let's do an experiment. And the more people that do it, and the more people will find that you can have shared experiences. The more we can talk about it, the more we can grow it. And the more we can all awaken. There are social media channels that'll go on and say, now is the awakening, now is the time. And then 2 years later, others say, now is the awakening, now is the time. As though it's not up to us. But how about if we don't wait for the time, we make it happen? After all, that's how humans get things done, by making stuff happen, right? Good and bad. Points of view. We all have heard about those tests of mass meditations. In those areas, the crime rates go down. Or people who are ill, but have huge communities praying for them and sending them positive thoughts and healing energy. And those people recover far faster and have less side effects than people that don't have that. It's been documented so many times. Just like the people who perhaps don't have communities but who are ill or whatever, but they have a very strong will. And it causes spontaneous healings themselves. Contemplate these things I've said to you. Test them out. Say it again, share the video with people so you don't have to sit and explain it to them. Say, I've seen this. Watch this video. What do you reckon? Should we have a go? Just do this little experiment. Or if you have enough self-confidence that you don't kid yourself that it's just in your mind and you can do it yourself. Awesome. So do it. Try and connect to loved ones that have passed, or energies that are flowing around, or telepathic communications with animals and trees and plants. You have a plant in the garden, send it loving energy. See if it grows better. Hell, take 2 plants, do it to one and not the other. See what happens. See what you're capable of. If you do that, then you have undeniable proof that you've done it. So then do that with everybody. See what happens around you. Do it with yourself. Send yourself loving energy. See what happens to your life. If you want to call that magic or witchcraft or spiritual healing, or it doesn't matter what the name is. Namaste.